Yo, blessings. Today I'm diving into the rich history of dub music and its massive influence on bass culture genres like hip hop and EDM. Dub music started in the late 1960s in Jamaica, born out of reggae but with a twist. Pioneers like King Tubby, Lee Scratch Perry, and The Scientist revolutionized music production by remixing existing reggae tracks. They stripped away vocals, emphasized the bass line, and added crazy effects like reverb, delay, and echo, basically turning the mixing board into an instrument. This was all about raw instrumental grooves. Now what makes dub so cool? It's the manipulation of sound. King Tubby, for example, was a sound engineer who took tracks and deconstructed them and rebuilt them in his own style, using custom mixing consoles, delays, reverbs, and EQs. He'd isolate the drums and bass, then layer on effects, creating a spacey, almost psychedelic sound. Lee Scratch Perry, another giant of dub, introduced more wild experimental sounds using everyday objects in his studio to create unique effects. This technique gave birth to the concept of the dub version, which is essentially a remix that transforms the original track into something new and often unrecognizable. Fast forward to the 80s and 90s, and dub influence spread far beyond Jamaica. Dub's focus on heavy bass lines and rhythmic experimentation found its way into hip-hop, particularly through the sound systems in New York. DJs like Kool Herc, who was originally from Jamaica, brought dub's heavy bass and remix culture into hip-hop. The practice of toasting or vocal improvisation over a beat would evolve into rapping. In the world of EDM, dub's fingerprints are all over genres like dubstep, drum and bass, jungle, house, ambient. Producers like Skrillex and Burial have taken the deep bass and echoing effects of dub and pushed them into new electronical realms. So how can you bring a little dub magic into your own music? First off, think about the bass. In dub, the bass is the backbone of the track. Use a deep resonant bass line and build your track around it. Next, experiment with effects. Reverb and delay are your best friends here. They can transform a simple beat into something atmospheric and immersive. And don't forget about the mix. Dub music is all about the mix down. Use panning to create a sense of space, and don't be afraid to strip back the elements to let the bass and drums shine. Finally, be experimental. Dub is all about pushing boundaries and trying new things. Alright, now that we've covered the history and techniques, it's time for a little demonstration. I'm going to play a rhythm for you without any dub so you can see what it's like when everything's playing at one time. And then I'm going to take elements out and add effects to them so you can see how much a dub remix can change the vibe. Okay, I'm going to do a little live demo for you guys. Traditionally, dub was done with an analog mixer with the delays and the reverb sent to auxiliaries. I'm completely inside the box. I'm running Ableton Live as my DAW, and I'm running the APC40 for my MIDI controller, but really you can do this with any MIDI controller and any DAW. There's even a bunch of free VSTs out there and free DAWs that you could use, so you can definitely get something done. I'm going to run a loop for you. I rebuilt the song Jamrock, or some of you might know it as World of Reggae Music. I have a random acapella on it so I don't get any strikes here. First I'm going to run the thing in full, and then I'm going to stop it and come back and show you some dub techniques. So that was the rhythm right there. I just got a short loop of the whole entire thing. So now I'm going to play it back and I'm going to do some dub remixes on it. Okay, hopefully that gives you a little idea of, how much taking just a straight loop and adding effects and taking stuff in and out and just manipulating the mix can add so much life and just change the whole entire vibe of your song or your loop or your rhythm or however you want to look at it. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. If you want to see some more live dub remixes, head on over to my channel. I got all kinds of cool stuff over there to check out. Peace. Boom.